1984 was an extraordinary year because Margaret Thatcher decided that she was going to take on the National Union of Miners.
It started with just, I think, a couple of people, Mark Ashton and Mike Jackson, who in the 1984 Gay Pride March decided to go out and rattle buckets to raise some money.
The group started off in July after Gay Pride so that one community could give solidarity to the other. When you think about it, it's quite illogical to actually say, well, I'm gay and I'm into defending the gay community, but I don't care about anything else. It's ludicrous.
It was the first time that people in that mining community had ever met out lesbians and gay men. It was as simple as that.
We walked in, and from where there had been this babble, suddenly there was just silence, and then one person applauded, and the whole place erupted in applause, and it was incredible.
The lesbian and gays has been super duper, and I mean that sincerely.
All the work that gays and lesbians have done been fantastic.
And when you say to people now in the communities that the gays have been down, oh, how are they? Did you have a good time?
When are they coming again?
When are they coming again?
The biggest event that we did as a fundraiser was a Pits and Perverts Bowl, December 1984. There were 1,500 people at the event. Bronski Beat were the headline act, and it was pretty sensational really. It was at the Electric Ballroom in Camden.
We raised £5,500 on the night from Pits and Perverts, just from that one concert alone, which we gave to the community, and they used it to actually buy a new van, and they decided that they would emblazon it with donated by Lesbian and Gay Men Support the Miners.
It's marvellous because when I see that van going down the road and when you see people doing double takes, I don't mind that at all because it means they've got to think about lesbians and gay issues. They look at that van and they think, what does that mean? How did that van come to be where it is?
After the strike, it became clear that there was a real commitment amongst the communities that we were particularly close to, but more widespread, to repay that, to act on what they'd learnt about the gay community, what they'd learnt about the hostility that we faced.
Lesbians and Gays Support the Miners brought socialism onto the agenda of sexual politics in the London lesbian and gay community. But at the same time, it took sexual politics onto the agenda of trade union politics. And the existence of the group consolidated a lot of the work that lesbians and gay men have been doing in the labour movement and in the trade union movement for years and years, and actually was a strong factor in the passing of the resolution on lesbian and gay rights at TUC conference last year in 1985.
The film is about how two completely diverse communities come together because they share the same struggle, and the power of those two communities coming together and finding that there is this shared bond.
You support people, you ally with people because it's the right thing to do, because they need that support, because they are in some way being wronged. And I think that's very clear with what's happening with the trans community and with migrants.
And the human race will have really grown up when it's dropped all its labels and just shares love universally across the planet. Love for each other and for the planet itself.